Are you okay?
Yeah,
It
Dio
was
just stepped on my leg.
oh, it was Dio the entire time.
It was me, Dio.
I hate you.
And just like that, welcome back to the No Shot Podcast. Uh, my name's Jared, and I'm joined by my friends Joe and Chris. Say what's up, fellas.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, fellas?
I hate both of you guys. Today we're gonna talk. We got a lot of football stuff. We're gonna talk about. Joe finished watching Jojo, so they're gonna talk about a little bit about that, and we'll get into some video game stuff. But before we start, make sure that you subscribe. If you're listening to this, or if you listen to podcasts, make sure you download, rate 5 stars, tell your friends, and all that jazz. It's a little late podcast in the week. A little late podcast in the week. I had some weather that affected my internet to where everything was scuffed. We weren't able to record, so we're recording on Saturday. So hopefully, I remember to upload everything before it goes out before Sunday, because it would suck to do NFL Pick'em and it releases after the week. But yeah,
Just
uh,
upload right after pop.
hey, let's get right into some of this football stuff, because this was a crazy week. This was
Hell
a
of a week.
it was a crazy week. I was sitting there, I was like, what topics could we do? And then Henry Ruggs, Von Miller, Odell, Aaron Rodgers, everything went down this week.
Yeah,
And
this is a good football. This is a very good football league.
yeah,
Well, not good, but good for like talking.
yeah. And so like we can. I don't want to talk too in depth with the Henry Ruggs thing, 'cause that's a very very tragic and sad
Yeah,
thing that happened. But for those of you that you don't know, Henry Ruggs was a former star wide receiver for Alabama, was the first wide receiver taken off the board last year to the Raiders, and he was involved in a DUI that led to a death of, I forget her name, but of a 23-year-old woman and her dog. And so since then he's been cut by the Raiders. He's been charged, and he's out on probation. I think he spent like $150,000 to get out. Not on probation, on parole. Not parole. He bailed out. That's what it is. He bailed out. He bailed out.
you
And
better go to jail,
and
that guy.
he spent, and apparently, according to the reports, he was going 156 miles per hour 2 seconds before impact, and then before and when his airbags deployed, he was going 126 miles per hour. And his blood alcohol content level is like 0.16, which is twice the legal limit. So he didn't know what was happening. Did y'all see the videos of right after
Yeah,
the
I saw
crash
that
where he's on the
video.
floor?
Oh no, not that one. I saw the one of the security camera that got him at 156.
Yeah, he was moving. But I saw the video of there's videos of him, and there's a girl in the car with him.
Yeah,
And
apparently it was his girlfriend, I think.
fuck that girl if she was sober and she let him drive, and fuck that girl even if she wasn't sober, let him drive. Like, fuck you. You are. She needs to do jail time too. Like, that's fucking ridiculous.
Like, I have first of all, I don't want to say this and say like I never had a problem with drunk drivers, but I have a very specific kind of I don't just I don't know. I fuck drunk drivers because a drunk driver literally almost killed my sister. So when it comes to like shit like this, I get very passionate about it and fuck Henry Ruggs, and I hope he never fucking sees like I hope he goes to jail and he never plays football again. Fuck that guy. I don't care. You like sure people make mistakes, but not like that.
Yep.
That's not shit you can do.
Yeah, people make mistakes, but they have to do the time to atone for their mistakes and realize which everything that I've heard about him is he wasn't a bad guy, but he made a very bad decision that resulted in a very tragic event, and
And,
you
like, you
cannot
can't
face
take that back.
responsibility. Like, yeah,
Like,
you fucked up.
yeah.
You
He
fucked
took a
up.
life. Period.
Yeah, like he might have not meant to, but he did, and you have to take responsibility for that. And it's just a very very sad, unfortunate situation. The crazy part of it is, depending on the time served, he could be back in the NFL. I'm gonna say that. Like, that's just how it works. He's 22. If he gets anything less than 10 years, I think he'll be back on a team. Just, I don't agree with that. I just think that's how that's going to work. That's how it's worked for so many people. Dante Stallworth, I'm pretty sure, was in a very similar situation where he was in a car accident that ended in the result of a death of somebody, went to jail, came out, played. Plaxico Burress, Michael Vick, all of it It's all you can't compare crimes, but people going to jail and getting out and ending up back in the NFL is so common that I could definitely see a team being like, "Hey, he's still athletic. Let's get him." And that's just
Didn't
say it again.
didn't Plexico shoot himself though?
Yeah, Plaxico shot himself.
I'm just making sure that like
Yeah, he's shot himself in a nightclub. But if he gets, because I looked it up in Las Vegas, or no, sorry, not Las Vegas, the state of Nevada, it's a zero tolerance, and the minimum is 2, and the maximum is 20. But then he also had an illegal loaded firearm in his car,
Yeah.
and he also is going to get a reckless driving charge. So it's all stacked up. They're probably going to throw the max at him, and he's probably going to do 40 years, which is crazy. It's so crazy. Life is just over so fast. It's just so fast. Oh my god, everything that he worked for his whole life is just gone like that, and that's why you don't make stupid decisions.
like and with my understanding, like in the NFL, I think Chris confirmed this with us in a previous discussion off pod, obviously, that like NFL players have like people they can call to just give them a ride.
Yeah,
Or
there's multiple services like luxury and like commercial that you can just call and like they'll take you either home to the club to a different club, like wherever you're trying to go
Yeah,
for free.
I know you. I know. I don't think you were. I don't think you were. You weren't on the Raiders when this happened, but I read something that last year it was like March of 2020 or March 2021. The NFL signed a deal with Uber.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was the year after I left.
yeah, it's
But
like
yeah, but no, like not only that though, like the NFL had a service
yeah,
for free that you could use to get anywhere you needed to go.
yeah.
Like
see,
It's
free.
just such a complete lack of responsibility.
it's
Like
like there's no accountability, no responsibility. Like I don't understand like how you can just make a decision like that, and like even even have the opportunity to come back to the NFL even after taking the life of an innocent, like a person who's just doing nothing wrong, who's
and
just going about a normal fucking day, and you killed them. Like,
it's
no,
crazy too that it's the Monday night of a game week, and it's not like he was having a couple beers. His blood alcohol content level was twice the legal limit, so he was putting some shit back. And like, bro, you got a game to play that week. What the fuck are
yeah,
you
like I think
doing?
you're up having a good time, but when that good time and yeah,
It's crazy
just
to think too that he's a star NFL player. He's probably not out by himself. So it's a complete lack of responsibility and intelligence from him, his girlfriend, and the people that they were with. Like, no shot. No shot that you just let someone do that. Like, it's crazy. I uh all right. Next thing, more.
I think it was just him and his girlfriend though, because I don't see a world where like me knowing the guys that are on that team, I don't see how they would have let him drive home by himself,
yeah,
especially with the alleged amount of shots that Top Golf gave him.
man,
So like,
top Golf was getting that man sauced.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he was out by himself with, and well, I say by himself, but like him and his girlfriend, obviously. But like again, I just don't see like again with the people that I know that are on the team, they wouldn't have let him do that.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Well,
just people
shit.
that I know, obviously.
Well, yep. Well,
But
that's why just speculation. So I mean, fuck.
we weren't there. We don't know.
Yep.
But
The stuff we do know is that he fucked up and his life's over. So
yeah,
fuck.
basically.
Well, other news this week. We had a super boring trade deadline, but we did have Von Miller got traded from the Denver Broncos to the LA Rams for their second and third round pick. Thoughts?
Oh, I didn't know it was for. Wow. Okay. So
Somehow the Rams have somehow found a way to get the best defensive player of our, like at least of our generation, right? And Aaron Donald, one of the best pass rushers of our generation, Von Miller, and fucking Jalen Ramsey on the same football team.
Yep.
What the how?
They
How
just
does
hey,
that happen?
Well, it's because they don't like to draft. I saw
It's got to
something.
be just because it's LA too. Like, I mean,
No, I
they
saw.
probably just got away with it because it's
No,
LA.
I read
You know,
something. I read something, and it was like the Rams drafted Jared Goff, #1 overall pick, and said, "Fuck it, we're not drafting anymore." They just
they haven't really drafted since.
no, that's because they've been trading all their picks away. They traded for Jalen Ramsey. They've traded for Brandon Cooks. They've been making trades for people. They traded for Sony Michelle. They don't like to build through the draft. They like hey, we don't want to develop people. We want to get people that know how our system, or not know our system, but we want to play people that buy. I can't talk. We want to get people that we know can play right now. And that's
I
what
mean,
they've
but
been
that's
doing
part
for
of
the
knowing
past
your
few
coaching
years.
staff too, though, right? That's part of knowing your coaching staff. Like, if you know your coaching staff doesn't want to or cannot develop your players, then don't draft them,
Well, I think it's
right?
part of it too is they don't know how many good years they got out of Matt Stafford, which I think Matt Stafford will be good for another 5 or 6. But they got some old dudes on that team. Their left tackle Andrew Whitworth, that man is old as shit. They got some older
Yeah,
people on their team, and they're just trying to capitalize. People don't think Cooper Cup's old. Cooper Cup's like 29. Like he like got drafted in the league at like 24. And so I think they're just trying to maximize. They're like, hey, fuck it. We're going to go all in this year. We think we got a good team. So let's go get fucking. Let's go have the craziest defense in the league. And Russell Wilson's probably pissed.
Oh, Russell Wilson is.
He's sick. He's sick. He's looking at his offensive line and just being like, motherfucker.
I'm sure he's having a blast.
Literally, it's so crazy that because that conference now has on one team J.J. Watt, Chandler Jones, Buda Baker, and now there's also Aaron Donald, Von Miller, Jalen Ramsey, and then you got Nick Bosa, Fred Warner. I don't know anybody else in the 49ers defense off the top of my head, but crazy.
it's all a lot of star power in that
They
division
got
right now.
6 top 15 pass rushers in the NFL in that conference, and none of them are on the Seahawks. That's crazy. It's
Don't worry, bro. The Seahawks got fucking Jamal Adams. They're okay.
I'm trying to think of the only person that I can think of off the top of my head that like the only people that I can think of off the top of my head that are any good on the defense are Puna and Quandre.
by Wagner.
True, he does ball out.
But yeah, no, it's it's crazy. I was so upset. I thought this trade deadline was gonna be lit. Hey, I like the Jets trade. I like the Jets trade. They got an actual good offensive lineman. It's crazy. Joe, hey, you should like that guy. The guy's an actual practicing medical doctor. Like
I
he,
don't. Yeah, I mean, like I'm not even. I didn't even know the Jets made a trade. So,
oh yeah, they traded for Turioff. He was a guard for the Chiefs when they won the
oh,
Super Bowl, and then he opted out last year to go back home to where he was from in Canada to help with COVID patients. And then he came back, and then the Chiefs added 2 guards that they really liked, so he just wasn't playing, and they're like, hey, let's get something out of this. And so the Jets got a serviceable offensive lineman, which what they need. But this trade deadline kind of sucked. I thought it was gonna be lit. Thought Deshaun Watson was gonna get traded. He didn't. Thought Odell was gonna get traded. He just got cut. But ooh, that moves into the next part. Where do y'all think Odell's gonna go?
I don't know. At this point, probably the fucking Rams.
I'd like to
Imagine
see Odell on the. I'd like to see Odell like on the Raiders or the Saints. Honestly,
if I'm anybody, I'm not going to the Raiders right now. The
why not?
franchise is fucking cursed. They have the John Gruden thing, the Henry Ruggs thing, Damon Arnett. Did y'all see that?
Yeah, I
Yes,
did see
Yeah,
that.
yes.
yeah. Damon Arnett, one of their cornerbacks that was drafted in the same round as fucking Henry Ruggs, posted a TikTok video of him with some illegal firearms telling someone to pull up because he's gonna fucking murder them. So I'm staying away. This, you know
Do it.
what this is? Derek Carr is Tim Tebow on that
He
Florida
is
team.
100% Tim
He's
Tebow on
Tim
that team.
Tebow on that Florida team, where he's just this man of God, and everyone around him it's just like an actual criminal. Not this isn't us being like, oh, these people are thugs. It's like, no, these people are actual legitimate criminals. that have done bad things, and he's just like, fuck.
He's just sitting there like, my goodness.
He's just like, God damn it.
He's like, Lord, please help me through this situation.
He was surrounded with by John Gruden, Henry Ruggs, David Arnett, and Richie Incognito. He could. That is such a. Oh my god, that is horrible, and they're still winning games. It's crazy. It's crazy. But we're so you said you want to see him go to the Raiders, Chris?
Or the Saints.
The Saints. Ooh, so Trevor Simeon can throw him the ball.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he'd be like the best player on the team aside from Alvin Kamara, or on the offense anyway.
I mean, I could see them doing that too because they just lost Mike Thomas for the year,
Yeah.
and so I could definitely see that. I don't know where I could see him going. So if I could send him back to the Giants.
I mean, he fits on a lot of different teams.
Yeah, I mean, I think any team that just likes to air it out, I think he would fit on. I think he just wants the ball.
I mean, he should get the ball.
Yeah, he's still good. I think he's still good. He just
Yeah. I mean, but he hasn't really like played well in a while. But
well,
I
I
mean, I
think it's
still.
just because he's not getting touches. I think he's just
Yeah.
not getting targeted. I mean, to the Browns, like it's so crazy, because like, oh yeah, it makes sense that him and Jarvis Landry aren't going to get the ball a whole lot when you have Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt and a good run blocking offense, right? Makes
Yeah.
sense. But then when Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt both get hurt, they give 30 carries to the third string running back. I'd be like, all right, sweet. It's my time. I'm gonna show that I can still play. And then they're like, we're just gonna keep giving it to the guy in the backfield.
Oh, and so like our first two running backs that got hurt probably from being overworked.
Yep.
Let's go and work our third string running back.
Yeah. It's
I think my favorite part about the whole Odell Beckham Jr. situation is that how everybody's turning against Baker and like drinks.
yep. Yep.
Well, I mean, Baker does this shit to himself. Like Baker's not a bad quarterback, but he doesn't help himself. You know, like he makes a lot of dumb plays. He like tries to make plays where he like swears he's like he's Kyler Murray or Patrick Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers, and you're not. You're like Tony Romo, like chill. You know what I mean?
Don't
Is this
disrespect Tony Romo like that.
okay? But Tony Romo's not in that tier.
I
Stop.
know, but I'm saying if Tony Romo was on that Browns team, they're so much better.
Well, Tony Romo knows how to make he knows how to make smarter decisions than Baker Mayfield does. And then Baker Mayfield runs like he thinks he's Lamar Jackson or something. Like, come on, bro, stop.
Yeah, like under like everything the Browns related, there's just somebody calling Baker Mayfield mid, and I love it.
Baker is
Number
very
one
good.
overall pick.
I mean, who are the good quarterbacks in the draft class? Josh Allen, Lamar. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, because it was Baker, Josh Rosen, Sam Darnold, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson in that first round.
You put Sam Darnold on that team, they win a playoff game.
I don't know about that. People were
Watch
saying that
them.
with the Panthers, and the Panthers are skidding.
It's because they don't have Christian McCaffrey.
Hey, they do now. He's back this week. He got active.
Let's
Uh-oh.
go.
He's active.
Uh-oh.
Yep. That was broken news about like an hour ago. Well, next thing I want to talk about is the whole Aaron Rodgers COVID thing.
So, like, did he lie about getting a vaccine, or did he just get
this is what they did.
COVID?
They asked him, "Hey, over the summer, they asked him, "Hey, are you vaccinated?" And he said, I'm immunized." And they're like, "Okay." And then it comes out that he tested positive for COVID. He has COVID, and he's not vaccinated. And so he just kind of just now
Do we have an immunization vaccine out?
no that I mean we have the three vaccines that are out.
Okay, like, because I don't understand how you can be immunized.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then he went on the Pat McAfee show and he went on kind of. He said it wasn't an anti-vax like spiel, but it was kind of an anti-vax spiel. He hit on the head of all of the anti-vax sentiments, and he's just kind of. I think he's just kind of falling on his shield, trying to protect himself from being criticized. But like, dude, just like Cole Beasley, Kirk Cousins, they were just like, yeah, we're not doing it because we don't want to fucking do it, and everyone was like, oh, fuck you, and then it passed over. Like, Aaron Rodgers just should have been like, yeah, no, I don't want to get vaccinated, and then not got vaccinated. Like, because now he's paying for it with people being like, what the fuck?
Well, I mean, first of all, I think the reason he's doing that, like he is now, is because of how the whole Kyrie shit fell off. Like Kyrie said he's not getting vaccinated, and then everybody's like, "Oh!" just throwing fits because like he plays in New York, right? So like over half the games he wouldn't be able to play.
Well, but I think it's different. It's different though too, because Kyrie was just also upfront saying he's not getting vaccinated. Aaron Rodgers just misled everybody. Which, like,
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure.
in his defense, he doesn't have to say shit to anybody. Like, he doesn't have to tell the media shit. He doesn't have to do any of that. He doesn't have to divulge any of his personal information or anything like that. Like, as long as if the team knew and all his teammates knew, and he wasn't bullshitting them, then who cares? Like, but he could have handled it a much different way, or he just could have gotten vaccinated. Which apparently he's the only person on the team that isn't vaccinated. And now they might miss him for 2 games, and they might lose 2 games because of it.
And here comes Bryce Love.
Who? Bryce Love, the running
Huh?
back from Stanford?
I did say Bryce Love, didn't I? I apologize. I didn't mean Bryce Love.
Well, hey,
You know
Jordan Love's getting his
Jordan
Jordan
Love.
Love's getting his shot. We're gonna see if he's actually worth the shit. But
I think
yeah.
he'll be all
All right. Well, we're gonna go from one goated quarterback to the next. I want to talk a little bit about that man, Mike White. Joe's favorite quarterback. Already got the Mike White Jets jersey on pre-order.
I'm so upset he got hurt, dude. I'm so fucking, and I'm just in so
Yeah,
much pain.
we're recording this after the Thursday night game, and Mike White he's I will say this: he has 5 picks in like 2 games, but he's no 4 picks. He's still slinging that thing. Like, he's still balling.
I mean, he's shown us a lot more than we've seen from Zach Wilson.
Now,
So,
also to be fair, Mike White has also been in the league a lot longer
Yeah, Zach
than Zach
Wilson's a
Wilson.
rookie.
I think he might not have that fundamental raw talent that Zach Wilson can have, but he has been in the NFL for a considerable longer time than him. But he also could just be better.
right.
And so this is going to lead into a game that I want to play. We're going to play some Would You Rather, boys. All right, I'm going to give y'all 2 players. You're going to tell me who would you rather have. And we're going to do we'll do one overarching scenario for it. We're all just going to, like, if you're starting a franchise right now, who do you want? All right? And we'll start with, would you rather have Mike White or Zach Wilson?
Mike White.
Zach Wilson.
All right, explain.
I think I'd structure my team differently than Joe would. So I picked Zach Wilson.
I
Uh-huh.
mean, I'm just looking at the results I've gotten. So,
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
but are you looking at that through like a Jets lens or like a your team
um,
lens, like a team that
I'm
you would build
looking.
lens?
I'm looking at the results that I've seen from both players, and I'm taking the one who's looked
Okay,
better.
but that doesn't answer my question.
Your question is irrelevant.
No, because he said if you start a franchise.
All right, you
So
know what?
if
You know what? You enjoy Zach Wilson being mid, and then come back to me
but no,
when you think
seriously
it's
though,
like,
like all right, whatever. Okay. All right, Joe.
No, I see what Joe's saying. He's saying, like, it doesn't matter because Zach
Yeah,
Wilson
I
this
see.
year
Yeah,
hasn't played well, and
yeah,
Mike
I get
White
what
has
Joe's
played
saying.
well, and so he's just saying, fuck it.
now, if Zach Wilson comes back next year and is that guy, then guess what? I'll be all for him again. But until then, Mike White's just looked like the better quarterback. It's very straightforward, and there's nothing more to my point, Chris.
I'm not saying that there's not anything more to your point.
Because, like, here's the thing: like, you're banking on Zach Wilson eventually being good, right?
No, no, I don't. But see, I wouldn't make my team where I would need Zach Wilson to be good or great or whatever.
Then how are you building your team?
You
That's
just
not what's important.
No,
You
I
asked
want to
me.
no, I want to no, because you're coming. I want to understand How are you trying
Okay,
to build this team to where Zach
Another
Wilson will
one
be
of those
successful?
that makes no
Because I feel like
sense.
making a team successful is a lot better if you have a better quarterback.
it's definitely easier. It's definitely easier.
I mean, let's look at the Rams and Matt Stafford versus Goff. Like,
Well, okay, you can't do that because the Rams did make the Super Bowl with Jared Goff, and we don't know yet with Matt Stafford.
but how did they do last year? Like, it's not
Didn't they make
They
the
made that
playoffs
Super
last
Bowl
year?
with Todd Gurley, not
probably.
Goff. Todd Gurley in wide zone is what got them to that Super Bowl,
Okay.
not Goff.
Well, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Next one, another Spicer. All right. I need to know: would you rather have Danny Dimes or Sam Darnold?
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
Danny Dimes. Can you give me some reasoning, boys?
I that's undisputed. Like
I Sam
he's
Darnold
got
football,
bro.
but neither is Daniel Jones. But I feel like if Daniel Jones had a slightly better team around, yeah, like I just feel like if Daniel Jones had like a slightly better team around him, I feel like he wouldn't be as ass as he is.
Hey, he's had some phenomenal games, and he has had some
Yeah,
horrific games.
right. Like
Daniel
he should
Jones
if he
is a lot
hasn't.
like Russell Westbrook.
He's either throwing for 5 touchdowns and no picks, or no touchdowns, 3 picks, and 2 fumbles.
He's a lot like Russell Westbrook.
Oh,
It
so you're
like
saying he
he'll
could
sit
win
there,
an
he'll
MVP
throw
though?
for
You
like
said he could win.
350,
So you're saying he can win an
run
MVP?
for huh?
You're saying he can win an MVP?
Hey, hey, it's out in the air.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, he Daniel Jones could throw for like 402 and rush for 220. In the very next game, 3 fumbles, 2 picks, 1 touchdown, and it was a pitch.
Fair enough. All right. All right. Next one. Next one. Would you rather have, or no, this will be, who would you pick out of all of the rookie quarterbacks taking out Mac Jones? So you got to pick between Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, Davis Mills, and Trey Lance. And I will say this: Trey Lance did not play well in the one game he get to start. He got to start.
No, he did
He
not.
did not play well, and so you got to pick one. Oh, Trevor
Um,
Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence too.
um.
You got to
Oh,
pick one.
I'm gonna stay consistent
You're gonna
for no
pick Zach
reason
Wilson.
other than consistency. And I'm picking Trey Lance just because of consistency.
Give me Justin Fields.
If I had to pick one, I'd pick Trevor Lawrence, just because get him as someone that's not Urban Meyer, and I think he's better. All
That's
right.
racist.
What?
Okay,
What? Okay.
is it because he's Italian?
What? I don't think Trevor
Is it
Lawrence is
because Urban
Italian.
Meyer? No, Urban Meyer is though.
He is. But I think he's saying it's racist because Trevor Lawrence is white, and you guys picked two black quarterbacks, and I picked a white quarterback. I think that's the point he was
Did I
making.
pick a black quarterback?
You picked Trey Lance. Trey Lance is
Is
black.
he black? Is he?
Chris, are you black?
I
Am I?
don't think we
Um,
have the ability to tell somebody they're black or not, so I'm not gonna get into that.
all right. Next.
Just fucking Christ.
Next. Oh, my mom was calling, so I had to hang up. All right. Next. Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson.
Kyler Murray.
I'd still pick Russell Wilson.
Oh, tell me some reasoning, boys.
Kyler Murray's like 3 years old. What do you mean?
So you want a toddler at quarterback? You want a little baby?
I mean, he's basically a baby if you think about it.
Okay, so Joe's going for the longevity. But the thing with Russell Wilson is Russell Wilson could still play for another 10, 15 years.
But that also means Kyler Murray could play for like another 20. Like it's
Yeah, but so you think Kyler Murray is better than Russell Wilson at this point? Or are you taking the potential of Kyler Murray being better than Russell Wilson and the longevity of it? Hello,
Good talk, Joe.
Joe.
oh,
Oh my. Okay, so Chris, why are you taking Russ?
I'm taking Russell Wilson because he's proven that he's. I think he's proven that he's a top quarterback ever since he got his first start. Really, he was helped a lot early in his
Oh
career
yeah.
with the defense and Marshawn Lynch. But even still, like whenever you took that away from him, the Seahawks have stayed relevant because of one thing and one thing only, and that's Russell Wilson.
Yep. He proved that you don't need an offensive line to be successful.
But it was sure fucking help.
No shit.
Yeah,
All right.
it would help a
All right.
lot.
Next one. This one can get a little spicy. This one can get a little spicy. Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen?
Which Patrick Mahomes am I getting?
That's
You're still getting Patrick Mahomes.
still
Patrick
gets
Mahomes. Okay, here's the thing. Patrick Mahomes has been doing this since he was at Texas Tech. The only difference now is that his receivers aren't catching the ball and they're not there. That's the only difference. He's been doing this.
Joe.
What?
Who are you taking?
Josh Allen.
All right. Explain why.
I feel
Well,
that's racially charged.
actually, I picked a black quarterback earlier, so shut the fuck up.
You didn't though.
First of all, I don't want fucking Patrick Mahomes' brother anywhere near my football team. And I mean, Josh Allen, he's proven that he's good. Like he's very clearly the better quarterback out of that draft, and he's just been good. And he was like he had like a what an MVP season last season almost. Like he's talented, and I mean, I would be happy with both players. So like,
Was he drafted the same year as Lamar Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
The Bills traded up for him.
Yep.
I thought he was the
I
best
mean
quarterback.
I mean that first season
It was kind of mid. They made the playoffs, but it was like, yo.
wasn't the best, but he's only shown improvement from then. So
He also just seems like a good dude that all his teammates like.
yeah, that too. And he's just from a small school, fucking in Wyoming. Like, come on, love the guy,
All right.
big fan.
Next one. This one's gonna pull both y'all a little bit. All right. This is the last. Would you rather? All right. Joe Burrow or Justin Herbert?
I'm taking Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I gotta take Joe Burrow.
Oh wow, Joe's picking against his MVP candidate. Uh oh. Uh oh.
I mean, Joe Burrow's been incredible this season. I guess nothing like, um, like I still believe in Justin Herbert, but I mean, come on, bro. Like, how can I not go with Joe Burrow in this situation right now? Like,
Yeah, fair. Hey,
Very
Joe
fair.
Burrow didn't win Offensive Rookie of the Year last year though.
he probably would have if he didn't fucking blow his ACL
No, I
out.
don't think he would have because the Bengals last year were cheeks.
Yeah, they would've.
He would not have. He would not have. If you swap them, do you think they're both doing just as good right now?
No.
What do you mean? So if you think Joe Burrow's on the Chargers, you think he won't do as good, or if you think Herbert's on the Bengals, he wouldn't be
I
doing as
think
good?
the Silver Bunny thing is going to be doing as good.
You said whoever's on the Bengals isn't going to be doing as good,
Yeah.
but you're going to take Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we've got the Bengals.
I mean, I do think Joe Burrow's ability is translated easier from team to team.
I think
From what I mean, just from what I've seen. I mean, I obviously can't say for sure, but that's just my
I
hypothetical.
think Joe Burrow, unless he does something crazy, like unless we like find out Joe Burrow did something like illegal or like he's Italian, that I gotta root for him no matter what. When he came out for the LSU senior night with the Burrow jersey spelled with the EAUX, I was like, fuck, that's that man. I was like,
That's tough.
I cannot root against this guy anymore. Like, I was like, oh my god. All right, so I still got some other questions. All right. Oh, let's do these first. Let's do these first. After this season, you guys are the general manager of the Cleveland Browns. All right. Season ends.
I'm cutting Baker Mayfield.
The question is, do you move on from Baker Mayfield? And
I
just told you.
the other question is, do you trade or do you try to trade or do you just cut him?
Boom! Let's go.
Mike White.
You're gonna trade Baker for Mike White as a Jets fan. How do you feel about that?
Well, Well, you see, I'm a GM in this situation, so like, I'm not responsible for the Jets. I'm responsible for the success of my own team.
Okay.
And Baker sucks. I've been saying Baker sucks, but no one want to listen to me. Now all of a sudden everyone's like, "Oh, he sucks." I'm like, "Yeah."
I don't think anyone's been like Baker's great.
No, but people's like, "No, he's not that bad." No, he is that bad.
All right. Well, the next one. Next one.
Yeah, I'd just cut him, draft a new quarterback, move on.
Chris, name two.
Patriots like a bag of chips.
Okay. All right.
Almost
Next
Said
one.
hit the
what? You
line.
said what, Jared?
I was gonna say, Chris, name two quarterbacks in this upcoming draft class.
Homeboy from UNC.
What's his name?
I don't remember his fucking
One
name, but
boy.
Okay.
I've seen him play.
And
I've seen him play, and I like how he plays more than Baker Mayfield.
okay. They're so similar. It's hilarious. Okay.
I know, but at
Okay.
least he knows. But see, here's the difference, though. He knows what he is and what he isn't. Baker swears he's Lamar Jackson, Michael Vick, fucking Aaron Rodgers,
I
and
think
John Allen,
the
all the
funniest
same person.
video the funniest video I've seen was when Baker Mayfield was doing the high step on that scramble.
Like, what are you doing? I'd
Baker's
rather
Oh
have I'd
shit.
rather have Mike Dixon as my
Baker's also
quarterback.
like the hater's hater. Like,
Uh, he's just he's such a clown. He's such a clown. All
I'd
right,
rather, I'd rather have Michael Dixon as my quarterback.
yo.
you
All
know,
right. So next question is, what do you do if you're the Giants GM? What do you do with Saquon after this year?
Um,
Because it's getting close to when you're gonna have to re up. And the question is, do you try to keep him on the team, knowing that he hasn't really been able to play like at all the past 2 years? Do you try to move him for something, or what do you do?
I,
well, from what
I,
I've seen out of them, I don't think that they're even trying to
No, I'm not.
use
I'm
him all
saying,
that
what do
much.
you do?
Even still, no. That's what I'm saying. But like, if I'm the GM and like going with what I've seen out of them, like say we have the same coaching staff and all that, right? If I'm the GM, I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, well, shit, let's try and trade him away for a running back that fits more of our style.
Okay.
Because I personally want to see him succeed, but if
Would you,
I don't think the Giants are going to be that place.
Joe?
um, I want to see. First of all, like, I want to like get into contract talks, see like kind of like what he's asking for. Because if someone is hurt, then
If they're hurt, then
I
what?
think, I think, did we lose him? Joe?
You know, if he's hurt, then what?
We might have lost Joe, ladies and gentlemen. Oh,
okay.
Joe, he's back.
All right, so yeah, go in the contract talks. If he's asking something crazy, see if I can just move on from him and get what I can get. Because like I don't doubt his ability. It's just I doubt his ability to stay healthy.
Yep. And now that's gonna lead me to the next question. If you're the Panthers, what do you want to do with Christian McCaffrey after this year? Because it's the same situation. You're getting 2 years where, when he's on the field, he is the best person on that field by far, but he has barely been on the field the past 2 years. Same situation. What do you do?
I think you still got to try to keep Christian McCaffrey. Like Christian McCaffrey is so like that team is so bad without him on the field that I think you got to try, and you're not going to find anybody better than him,
Okay, here
right?
I got a hypothetical. I got a hypothetical. All of Deshaun Watson's legal stuff clears up, and the Texans say, "Hey, Deshaun for Christian McCaffrey straight up." Do you take it?
I mean, you could, but I
I'm not
mean, I
asking you
feel
take it.
like
I'm saying, do
yeah,
you?
because that team is still better on defense uh than the Texans. So I guess that'd be still a more viable team. So yeah,
Joe, what are your thoughts?
Um, again, kind of see if, because like if we can keep him, then like yeah. But again, if it's just like something that's just completely unreasonable, then you have to move
Well,
on from him.
he's already signed. Like he's McCaffrey's been on an extension. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I mean, if he's already extended, then, like I don't know. If I guess if I'm able to get Deshaun Watson, then yeah.
But I'm saying like
Mhm.
let's take the Deshaun Watson thing out of it. Just like, do you try to move on to him after this year? If he like, if
Well,
he
no,
if he comes back and he gets hurt again, do you keep him?
right.
Do you
But
try to
like
move on
that
from him?
team is so god awful without him that like getting rid of him is just more or less is giving up on like the
Yeah, it's
entire
like giving up on your basically giving up on your season
But, but,
essentially.
but with him, you wouldn't cut him. You would try to trade him. But
right. But like
Who are you gonna
but you have
get
to
that's
be
better
getting
than him?
no, that's
right.
what I'm
Like
saying.
you have
No,
to get
but
somebody
but with him is you
equal.
would get people that play.
Yeah, I
Sure.
understand
Are they
that.
You're
gonna
either gambling on him not playing, or you're trying to. You're either gambling on him and being healthy enough to play, or trading him for either future assets or people that could actually help your team right now.
I mean, again, like there's a price for everybody, right? Like if I can get, an absolute ridiculous package for him, then yeah, of course I'd move him. But like if I can't get anything that's reasonable, then I'm gonna keep him because at the end of the day, he makes my team that much fucking better.
Yeah.
Like, because what like let's say, the injury shit clears up and all of a sudden, he's healthy for however many years straight. I can build off of that, right? I don't need a stellar quarterback. I need a good enough quarterback.
Yep.
So it's not, you know, like, yeah, it's a gamble, but at the end of the day, he's just that good.
All right. Well, my last question for you boys is: for the next 10 years, you have to pick an NFL team to be a fan of. Are you picking the Jets, Jaguars, Texans, Lions, or Dolphins?
Lions.
Joe?
What was the question?
You have to be a fan for the next 10 years. You have to pick between the Jets, Jaguars, Texans, Lions, or Dolphins.
I mean, I've already been a Jets fan for like 25 years, so I might as well stick with the Jets.
Alright. So, Chris, why do you want to be a Lions fan? Just for
Look, man.
MCDC?
Yes. And look, I know we're gonna have the first pick for at least the next 5 years.
Are you sure? Because the Jets, Jaguars, Texans, and Dolphins are going to be fighting you for that pick, too.
The way that the Lions are looking, we're not winning the game this year. Okay? Straight up. I'm gonna still root for them every time, but damn it, look, doesn't look like we're getting one this year.
Okay. Alright,
But
well, that's all the.
yeah, five. It looks like we're gonna get five for number ones in the next 5 years. That's all I'm saying.
Alright.
It's not a good thing.
But then you're
Like,
not going to have MCDC as your head coach anymore.
Hey, look, you never know. You never know what's gonna happen. We might get
Hey, you
somebody
never
new,
know, you
somebody
know?
better.
You never
Might get
know.
something fresh. Might get something fresh.
like Adam fucking Gase as well. It's not like there's grass isn't always greener, buddy.
Hey, Hugh, they kept Hugh Jackson for a minute.
Look, man.
Nope.
I'm sorry, man.
Alright.
I'm back. Hello.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm sorry, bro, but I mean, my team's been carried by literally 159 man for the past 6 years.
Which team is that?
Seattle.
Okay. I'm just making sure that you're keeping with the claim team.
No, I am
I'm just saying, Joe's new basketball team he is more faithful to than you are to your NFL team.
to Seattle. How?
hmm Joe's a diehard Knicks fan.
Yes, sir.
Joe, who's the
But how
Knicks?
is he
Jay,
more
hey, wait,
loyal? What
real
do you
question,
mean?
real quick. Joe, who's the Knicks head coach?
I don't know, Nick Saban.
It's Tom Thibodeau. All right, all right. Well,
Same
shoot,
guy.
we'll keep this NFL talk rolling. Just we'll do our pick 'em real quick. So we're recording this on a Saturday, and so we already got the Thursday night game. I already got it wrong because I picked the Jets because I thought Mike White was going to play the whole game.
They would have won if he did. I swear to God.
Yeah, apparently I have two picks I didn't make either. All right. So we had the Jets versus Colts. That game lost. All right. Games. We got the
Bengals
Cleveland
by
Browns
70.
versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Who y'all got?
Bengals by a landslide.
I picked the Bengals as well.
Bengals easy.
Yep. Okay. Up next, the Denver Broncos versus the Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas.
The team with all the awards.
True. All right. The stinky bowl of the week. What could be.
This is probably
Oh
the worst
man.
game of the season right here.
See, they got the Houston Texans versus the Miami Dolphins. Honestly, I'm so torn by this game.
I'm picking the Texans. just cause.
I might have to flip my pick to the Texans just because Davis Mills, that man. Joe, who you picking?
Um, fuck. It doesn't matter. Give me the Texans, I guess. I don't.
Okay, then I'll keep my
Someone's
Dolphins.
walking away with 2 wins.
the battle of the number 2 overall pick is right here. All right, up next, the Falcons versus the Saints. I'm picking the Falcons.
I'm picking the best 5-2 team out there.
I'm gonna take the Falcons.
You just said the best 5-2 team. We're about to get to your 5-2 Raiders versus the Giants. I don't care what kind of turmoil is going on. The Raiders are winning.
The Raiders are winning that game. Watch.
Oh
You
my
say
god!
what? As if like they're not in agreement that they're gonna win. Like I don't.
I genuinely think that game might also be like a stinker. The Raiders and Giants game might also be a stinker.
It could be a little stinky.
It could very much be a stinky
right,
game.
Up next, we got the PPs, the Patriots versus the Panthers. I think I don't know, Christian McCaffrey. I made this pick before Christian McCaffrey was cleared. I still think the Patriots are gonna win because ever since that Cowboys game, Patriots have been on one.
I mean, if Christian McCaffrey's healthy, the Panthers will win that game.
All right, Chris.
I think the Panthers should win that game.
All right.
Since Christian McCaffrey's playing. Before, I also had the Patriots though, just to be clear.
Okay. Well, up next, what could be the lock of the week? The 5-2
This
Bills
is the lock,
versus the 1-6
sure.
Jags. I will say this: I'm picking the Bills, but I will say this: the Bills drop one of these games every year. The Bills will come out and they will just suck. Josh Allen will throw for 160 yards, 50% completion percentage, and they will just suck. And this could be one of those, but he could also score 500 points, so I'll take that.
I don't think that's this week. I think that's a different week. Definitely the Bills shit on them.
The Jaguars are just too fucking bad.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm taking the Bills.
All right. Up next, we have the 3-4 Vikings versus the 5-2 Ravens. I think the Ravens clap them.
I think the Vikings win.
This is my upset of the week. I'm going with the Vikings.
I picked the Ravens, but I think the Vikings win this game.
Okay. Up next, we have the 4-3 Chargers versus the 3-5 Eagles.
I want the Chargers to raffle stomp the Eagles.
The thing is, the Eagles are.
The Eagles are playing kind of good right now.
It's just Jalen Hurts. It's just Jalen Hurts.
It doesn't matter if it's just Jalen Hurts.
Football.
But it's so funny because week 3, he was not good at football.
Hey, Jalen Hurts is a top 5 fantasy quarterback.
Hey, he's killing it right now.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Chargers.
All right, up next, what would have been a great game: the Packers versus the Chiefs. I picked the Chiefs.
Yeah, the Chiefs. I don't even.
Yeah.
We get to see who Jordan Love is. I'm just going with quarterback that I know who's been a little stinky, but. Oh, who are you picking, Joe?
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs, but I mean, it's not like Jordan Love's playing the fucking craziest defense out there.
No, he's not.
He's playing a very manageable, very winnable defense.
Up next, the 7-1 Cardinals versus the 3-4 Niners. I got the Cardinals beating the piss out of them.
Divisional Cardinals going crazy.
After they lost last week. All right. Up next, the 6-2 Tennessee Titans versus the 7-1 Rams. We're gonna see what kind of team the Titans are without Derrick Henry. We're gonna see.
The Rams are gonna absolutely destroy the fucking Titans because the Titans are the most overrated fucking team in the league.
How are they overrated?
Because Derrick Henry's overrated.
How?
Well, we're not gonna get into that.
Okay. All right. Up next, this will be a shit game to watch.
Yeah, this won't be a fun game to watch.
3-5 Bears versus the 4-3 Steelers.
I picked the Bears.
I'm gonna take the Steelers.
I'm taking the Steelers. Okay, I'm changing my total points scored. I'm gonna say there's 17 points scored in this game.
I don't. Yeah, there's not.
There's not. There's gonna be no scoring.
This game's not gonna be great.
Let's
check this. It says presented by Truly Hard Seltzer right at the bottom. #no ad. But when I first saw it, I thought it said hand sanitizer. So I was like, when did Truly make hand sanitizer? And then, alas, here I am, looking retarded
Well,
because I
Yeah,
can't
truly
read.
hand sanitizer. Nope.
so fellas, I have to go in like 10, 15 minutes. So the floor is open for whatever talk we want to get into next. Joe finished up JoJo's. I didn't realize a new Call of Duty game dropped. We're bad at 2K, but I know I wanted to talk about because I'm curious to know because Chris, you'll know this. All the upcoming anime stuff. I have no idea when it comes out. All right, what the Jujutsu Kaisen movie is gonna be lit. I saw the trailer for that. I guess I don't recognize half the characters because I know half the people in that teaser trailer. Did y'all see it?
Okay, so
I
the
want
thing about it is the movie
it's a
is
prequel.
supposed to be a prequel,
Okay.
and it takes place before, like the year before, Itadori gets to the school.
Okay.
So it's basically going to be the because it's going to be when everybody else was like a first year and shit, and then because there was a huge like thing, and they actually mentioned the protagonist of the movie in the first season, but yeah, so it's going to basically be just this dude who's pretty fucking OP. Uh, they actually the only person that he's compared to is fucking Gojo, so
Okay.
it should be pretty lit, honestly.
Okay. Because I watched that and I was like, what? Because there were no subtitles or anything, and I was like, I don't
Yeah.
know who any of these people are. Okay. And so then, when does the new JoJo's come out?
Okay,
Next
so
month, baby.
When?
the next month, early next month
And you said
too.
it's
I
gonna be
think it
on
comes.
Netflix.
It is going to be
Yeah,
on Netflix.
What the fuck?
yeah, we're
Um,
gonna
Is all of
I'm
JoJo's on
pretty
Netflix?
no.
no.
But the new season's gonna be on Netflix.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay. So
You can
I don't
watch
care. No.
part one, two, and I think three on Netflix. Part four is on Crunchyroll or
And
Hulu,
Hulu.
and then part five is on Crunchyroll.
oh my god, that's so horrible.
Well,
It's
it's
worth
because
it.
it's because JoJo's has a lot of licensing issues. A lot of them.
A lot of them.
A lot of them.
So then when does
Like,
the oh go ahead, Joe.
let's put it like this: from like season 4 onward, every stand is named after a band. You got Metallica, you got Green Day. Like it's
Yeah, I knew that. So that's the problem with it all is they get copyright and trademark.
Yes, it's a huge issue because you can't like
That's what I thought was gonna be the problem.
people have to like localize the names and change them because you can't have they don't have the rights to it and shit.
Jesus.
Also, part five has the best ending out of every show ever, and there I Joe.
oh, it's so good. JoJo's is so it's my favorite anime. Like it's so fucking good.
Yes, I love. That's just a fucking music to my ears. Fucking stroking the violin. It's fucking amazing. JoJo's
It's
is my favorite anime. Ah, Chef's Kiss. I love it.
it's it's just uh, it's special. Like the entire time, you can just tell there's so much like love and effort put into this anime. Like you can just tell that the animators have a good time. Just everybody involved. This is a good time making this anime. It's so much fun.
JoJo's is a not even an anime. JoJo's is a culture.
It's a
It's an
cult.
experience.
It's a cult.
I wouldn't call it a cult, but
I'm not even scared to say that it's a cult. Like I will 100% say that it is, and I'm in it. I don't care.
wow.
Like JoJo's is so good, and I
Yeah.
understand that it is not for everybody because there is definitely some shit that is not for everybody in JoJo's. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're willing to look past the flaws of something, there is definitely like a diamond in JoJo's. Oh my god, it's so good.
You could even call the diamond unbreakable.
Okay, here he goes.
I don't.
Not even missing a beat. A year ago, Joe would have never said anything along the lines of anything anime related. And here we go talking about fucking. He's 100% ingrained in JoJo culture.
And I believe part 4 is called Diamond Unbreakable, Jared.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah.
Joe's character development's crazy.
But if you wanted to know, the winter season, which is going to be starting in December. So winter 2022 is supposed to have Attack on Titan, supposed to have the JJK movie, supposed to have the JoJo's coming out.
Attack
Well,
on Titan.
I already said that.
Attack on Titan. The only one that matters.
Sir, JoJo's is more important.
Oh, so you're saying JoJo's better than Attack on Titan?
To me?
Well,
Yes.
he
Wow.
likes it more. He likes it more.
Wow. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
but
It's just
he also likes JoJo's more than JJK,
Wow.
which is tough
I
because
remember. I
that's
remember Joe saying, "I will never like anything more than I like Jujutsu Kaisen."
yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I got to experience JoJo's.
But I mean, so here's the thing about that though. Like I kind of told you before we started it, I was like, "Yo, JoJo's is essentially a turned up to 10 version of JJK."
Is it just like a giant shit post?
You can call
Sometimes.
JoJo's a shit post.
That's the vibes I get from clips
Sometimes.
that I've seen, like and watching like a little bit of part one. It just feels like a giant shit post. It feels like
There are points that get very shit posty.
it feels like if you let me come up with an anime, it would be something like that, where it's just complete like it doesn't have to make sense. It's just what the fuck.
Well, JoJo changes its rules quite literally every
Yeah.
like 3 episodes.
Well, yeah, like Chris would be like, all right, so like when this happens, I mean, like I'm not gonna do any spoilers, but he says this happens, that's it. That's what happens. And then like not even 3 episodes earlier, that thing will happen, but then the complete opposite thing will happen.
Okay.
Like I would love to get into it, but I don't want to spoil it because like I do want you to watch it.
Gotcha. Wow.
So of course I want to be more specific about exactly what he's talking about, but
I'll test it out. I'll test it. Like I just said, I just finished watching season 2 of Ted Lasso. Shout out. But
you really just got to get to part 3, and then that's kind of like when the show
that's
actually
what I
like.
that's what I hate.
It's
That's
like,
what I hate about when people recommend shows. It's like, yo, you got to get through the first 6 seasons and the 2 movies, and then it's really, really good.
oh
Okay,
no,
but see,
I
here's the
know,
thing
but
though.
it's
Part
really
1
good.
and 2 are literally like 9 and 12 episodes. Like it's not that long of a journey.
And part 2 is good, like, but part 3 is just so much better. Part 4 is so much better, and then part 5.
I know, but it's like here you say that it's 21 episodes, but they're 20 minutes apiece, so that's what is it? It's 7 hours that you gotta
You can
watch.
literally watch all of part 1 and like blink and like forget that you watched part 1.
I
Okay,
know,
Like
but
part
but
1
part 2
is so
isn't
short.
bad
It
either.
flies by
That's the
so
thing
fast.
Part 2 isn't even bad. Part 2 is really good.
I know, but I'm just saying the context of it. I'm
Sure.
not saying
But
I'm not
this isn't
saying
one.
you, but I'm just saying in general. Like you've
Oh
had
yeah.
people like, hey, you need to watch a show, but you got to get past all of this shit, and then you'll like it. But it's like,
Well, see,
But
that's what
all
One
you
Piece
have to do
fans
is try to get
say.
through part 1. Like that's it.
That's what fucking One Piece fans say. And that shit gets on my goddamn nerves.
I'm just gonna
They're
watch
like,
700 episodes to actually
they're
enjoy the
like,
show.
oh, you just got to get to Arlong Park. I'm not watching 2 seasons of a show to watch one good thing. I'm not.
I need Joe. I just at this point, I just need Joe to experience pain.
Oh, bro. We'll get to that after this
Ugh,
season, after this anime
Yeah,
season.
Joe,
that's gonna be
you
a
need to
line for me.
experience pain. But the problem with
I'm
that is there's so much
invested.
buildup, and you need all the context for.
Yeah,
You need
because
all of the context. It
it's
doesn't
it
work without that.
it really doesn't, which
It
sucks because
doesn't.
it's like because like out of context, you're just like, oh, that's kind of cool,
Because I,
but
I've,
no, like you need all the
I
context, and it's
experienced it. I experienced it without the context. Cause like I remember like one time I was just going through like a rabbit hole of YouTube one night, and I just watched like Pain videos and like Itachi videos and everything. And then when I actually went through, I will say this: I did not watch all of Naruto. I played the games and I've seen a decent amount of the anime, but I did not watch it all the way through. Anything like that. Most of my stuff is from like the games. I think my dog just turned my PlayStation on.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, but it's the as soon as I like got to that point after experiencing everything, nothing made me be like, I wish I experienced this just like for the first time.
let me tell
That
you,
is so
going
good.
through that, like, okay, so
Ugh.
I'm a Naruto is not my favorite anime. It's not the best anime. I wouldn't even put it in my top five. But I can say with the utmost confidence that like Naruto definitely made me like really appreciate what the fuck was being done in anime.
Bro.
Because I had obviously I just kept up with it because I watched it when it first came
I
out
will say
out
this:
here.
the moments in Naruto are hard to top. The peak story moments are hard to top. Are
It's
hard to
so good.
top.
It's
Ooh,
so good.
ooh. This is. I don't know if this is a spoiler or anything. When Itachi, I'll just say like the Itachi like a head flick on Sasuke.
Oh,
Oh,
which one?
the
The the
the
the the,
the
the
one,
last one?
the last one,
Yeah,
bro. And
that
then
one
you find
hits.
out, and you find out all the context behind it.
Yes,
Oh,
yes. Or fucking oh, dude.
this.
Anything with Jiraiya has me
Uh,
like,
the whole thing
oh
with
my
the thing
god.
that
Like
sets off Pain, the Pain arc for Naruto. You know what I'm talking about. Thing that
I know.
it's
Yeah.
that. Oh,
That whole sequence
oh,
of shit,
oh,
I'm talking
that is
Jared.
peak. That
I'm
is
talking feel depressed. I sat there,
uh,
bought a whole tub of ice cream, didn't even eat it because I was
yeah.
crying.
You're gonna go through it. Emotions will run high,
I'm not looking forward to.
and then you don't. I don't give a shit if you watch anything after that. Naruto, I don't care.
Well,
I
yeah, because the thing about it is pain is like
That's the
quite literally
peak.
the peak of
It's the
Naruto.
peak. It's like the
Like
Frieza saga in Dragon Ball.
which is wild
It's the
because like
chef's kiss.
In the Frieza saga. What do you mean?
Huh?
you said what?
Cell was better than Frieza. Like I don't.
What? You're
My
joking. You're not being for
Joe,
real.
you're being skewed by abridged, and I know it because I agree. But you're being skewed by abridged.
Is I've been rewatching the Cell saga and abridged.
It's- no. The abridged Cell saga is the best thing they did in abridged because it's when they were at their peak. But if you just watch Z, the Frieza saga is better than the Cell saga. But yeah, no, you're being skewed by abridged. I know because all of my Dragon Ball views are skewed by abridged.
I was like, I'm rewatching the Cell saga and abridged right now. So
Yeah, no, the abridged Cell is peak villain. Ugh, that is top tier comedy. Well, shit, y'all got anything else y'all want to talk about? Right about we're a little over an hour.
Um,
um,
real
let's
quick,
go out
COD
doing
Vanguard looking wild,
I'm
not
doing
good.
nothing.
Black
I
Panther
mean,
looking ass.
I saw this clip of Doc earlier. He goes, "All right, guys, let's go." He's like, "Ah, ah." Wait, all right, we're back out. Ah, ah, ah. He just kept dying and respawning and dying and respawning, and it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I watched that. It just does not look good. This is this is definitely 2 years in a row we've gotten not good Call of Duties.
Well,
All right, so my
I think the
question is,
problem
what
is with
makes
that.
a good Call of
No,
Duty?
I think the problem with the statement is 2 years in a row with bad Call of Duties. They need to take some time.
No, there's definitely a bad Call of Duty.
No, I'm saying they need to take some time instead of releasing them just a year after
Oh,
each other.
I mean, look, like, yeah, they could easily do it, but I doubt they do it.
No, because money. Okay, I do have one
Well, I
more
mean,
question for both of you guys.
oh,
It's not Call of Duty related. It's video game related. But Chris does not have access to his PC. Joe, your PC's poop. What are you buying Elden Ring on?
I mean, I'm still gonna. It doesn't come out till February, but I have my PC.
I think I already pre-ordered it on PlayStation. I think I did, if I remember correctly. But
Oh, I thought I
fucking
saw something
Elden
that it comes
Ring.
out in like a week or some shit.
It comes out in Feb. It was supposed to come out in like a week, but it comes out in February.
Oh, then what the fuck was that tweet that Zach shared that was like 1 week away? Is that like just a reveal
Uh,
trailer or something?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think the technical test is coming up.
Okay. All right. Well, if
I
it
might
did
be
come
buying
out,
it twice.
if it did come out in a week, Joe, are you buying it for your PlayStation? Or are you
Well, I mean, Chris is
waiting?
already ordered for the
I'm
fucking.
saying if you.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Okay. All right.
But I'm probably buying it twice, so it doesn't really matter.
You bought it twice? You're gonna buy it twice?
I might get the collector's edition and then the for the PC, and then
So
there's and
you
then
so you're
and then
set on that.
no, but I might be.
Well,
It's,
What if the game sucks?
it's
it
not gonna
will.
suck.
What if it
I
does?
mean, even if by FromSoft standards, if it's not good, it'll still be better than almost every game released this year.
What if it gets cyberpunked?
It won't.
You say that.
It, it's
It
not.
won't.
Isn't that what people said about cyberpunk?
No, here's the difference between Cyberpunk and then FromSoft titles. CG Project Red had a single good game before Cyberpunk, right?
Quite literally,
Oh,
every single FromSoft game since Demon Souls has been at least good. Like
yeah.
Dark Souls 2 is not nearly as good as Dark Souls 1 or Dark Souls 3 or Bloodborne, but it's still considered a good game in comparison to
I mean, here's the
other
thing:
games.
Dark Souls 2 is still some of the. It's like in the community is there's still people who that's their favorite Souls game. Like every Souls game, it's you can find somebody that's their favorite title. Like you have some people think Sekiro is the best one. Some people think Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, right? Like FromSoft has only released bangers. CG Project Red released one good game prior
And what was
to
that good game?
Cyberpunk. Witcher 3.
What?
Okay. I'm just asking. I know. I'm just saying for people that are
I,
listening that don't know.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know what the game was.
That's
But
because you're ignorant. That's
all
on
right.
you.
I'm not. Hey, look, okay. I've already said this multiple times. I've tried to play The Witcher. It just wasn't for me. Played The
It's not
Witcher.
that-
I didn't know it was CD Project Red. My bad.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
I think we're at a good wrapping point. Any last bits, fellas?
I don't know.
All right, Chris.
Don't
We got King of the Court tonight, Jared. Take your
You
time,
mean
enjoy your family.
Conquer?
court contour.
Conquer the court, King of the conquer these
I
nuts.
Conquer's bad
I
for a
have
day.
something I want to do to conquer.
Conquer's bad for a day.
Conquer these nuts.
I already said that.
Conquer my asshole.
Wait, conquer what?
We end the podcast.
All right. Well, thanks for
Conquer was
listening.
actually not that bad of a
Th-
game on Xbox.
thanks for listening. Make sure if you're listening and watching on YouTube, you like, subscribe, leave a comment. If you are listening to anywhere else you like to listen to podcasts, make sure you download, rate 5 stars, tell your friends. I appreciate y'all hanging out with us. I'm gonna go ahead and try to upload this real quick, and we'll see ya.